CatLumpurr 2025 is actually like a really heartwarming experience because it's like the first time the entire ecosystem, the entire community came together to meet in person.
It's always good to see people in real life. And we have, users all around the world and see how they use the product in real life.
It was a learning experience for me because it was the first time that I met with the Jupiter community in real life.
You could really feel how much it like affected people's lives, but it was surprising and inspiring to see how much loyalty the products could build in people and how much of a difference they make, not just because of the products, but because of the types of people that they bring together, right?
I guess that is like the most fulfilling thing, to be able to bring a product at the biggest conference for our community.
And the products actually end up being this cool filtration system that allows you to curate really interesting people together. And that was really surprising.
After CatLumpurr, it's where team really accelerate. Product that we are offering right now as a platform, as an organization, almost double as well.
Ever since then, we've come a long way. We've shipped like a really great decentralized identity system for you to access your funds, your assets, your wallet, your accounts.
I think we have more than like 10 revenue generating product right now.
We've managed to be one of the most trafficked crypto sites. Yeah, right now we are even getting more traffic than platforms who accommodate to every chain.
What's happened since CatLumpurr is that the pace of shipping has actually accelerated. We've launched something in the order of a half dozen new products, right?
We're gonna do the same thing again, but this time it's gonna be across chains.
I think what we use these conferences for is a bit of a forcing function to say, hey, we have all these ideas, we're shipping every week, but let's actually consolidate and put it together into like a meaningful picture. And this is the first kind of major event where we're gonna be able to do that. And so what we really want to do now is start to bring those together and show how they actually fit in and create something where the sum is greater than the individual parts. The beauty of these events is the way in which you can actually connect across the screen. CatLumpurr has been insane, blew us away again in terms of how many people actually came out, what the energy was like, the quality of the announcements.
This event is for us to get a team together and get our friends together.
All the hard work that we do to make Jupiter the best product behind the scenes.
It's very nice to finally let the people see and interact and meet IRL, the people that are working towards Jupiter and working with Jupiter.
I think everyone feels, quite honestly, a little bit overwhelmed by how much we put out there, but they already knew that's what they had to expect, given that nobody ships like Jupiter.
I think last couple of years, bringing on-chain value into everyday life has pretty much been solved. I think there is a lot of companies out there that have good products to make you spend your crypto. There's just a couple of issues there that make it very different from any other neobank out there, or traditional bank for that matter. It's very, very fragmented. And there's a bunch of these small issues that the industry hasn't solved for yet. And we saw an opportunity to solve for it, and we're in a place to solve for it. So that's why we decided to take a step global.
We've launched Jupiter Global, which is our way of like touching not just the Web3, it's also touching like the Web2, even like the traditional businesses. To us, on-chain finance or future of finance, it's not just Web3, right? It's involved Web2, traditional business everywhere. And we think that blockchain, crypto, it's the future of finance.
There's definitely a very strong value prop that we get from Jupiter Mobile and Jupiter DeFi. A lot of players in the industry, there's an issue with them giving real cash back. That's mostly because it's very hard for them to finance it and to make it feasible. The reason that we can do it is because the underlying asset for the Jup global balance will be our own stablecoin, Jup USD. And because of that, the yield that is generated can directly finance any cashback that we give to the customer. Super strong interaction there is Jup USD and yield will fuel cashback for global.
Ultra is this new thing that we built so that we can start making it easy to allow our mobile app and also our website to swap a lot more easily using our transaction lending infra and also our quoting infra. Before Ultra, whatever improvement might land on the website first before the mobile API can actually get the benefits of it. By consolidating both API into one, it's a lot easier for both teams to iterate a lot faster.
In the history of like Jupiter Mobile, we've only shipped crypto native features such as like the trading feature, so with Ultra. And then in V2 we shipped out Portfolio, we shipped out Magic Link V2, we shipped out a couple of other DeFi heavy features. And then in V3 it's all about the trenches. So now V4 we haven't touched on the big picture, which is how does all these play into your daily lives, right? Everything has always been about putting money on chain, right? But if you don't stand to benefit from this, what's the point? We're going to be building, of course, our own off-chain, on-chain experience, but we're also going to enhance what DeFi is to the current power users.
I think last year with the Genius Act, like from Trump, like allowed people to create like stable coins a lot more easily. The legal system is very clear. Historically, people who benefits from the stable coin, USDT, they make billions on like getting the treasury yield directly into them. Same thing for USDC as well. For a lot of people, they don't really care what kind of stable coin they're holding, but obviously they care about is it backed by the proper instrument and whatnot. That's why when we started Jup USD, we have to make sure that it's backed by USDTP, which is under BlackRock, and also part of it is actually USDC as well.
We do see the ability to become the de facto platform to just trade anything on chain. The spot experience is going to evolve to be built even closer with the community, issuers, and other protocols. We want to make the experience so seamless that everything is just one click away. Everything feels like spot, but we've obviously done a lot of magic underneath to make it feel this seamless. You have no other reason to use any other platform. Just use Jupiter.
So the biggest thing that's in it for the community in JupNet is that we're going to win together. And how we're going to win together is because all chains get aggregated with this huge Jupiter ecosystem and infrastructure, you would be greeted with revenue streams and fees. Everything gets allocated and consolidated in one place. And of course, at the end of the day, we, the builders, want the best for the entire community. And that's why we're going to build an extremely well vertically integrated system. What sold me on JupNet is actually the end user experience, right? I really want our parents, our seniors, everyone who's just lazy in using decentralized apps to know one thing, is that decentralized apps and apps have no difference. They feel exactly the same. They should feel exactly the same, but inherently, they give users much more control than what apps we have today in TradFi and outside of crypto.
The way I think about wallets right now, it's not friendly to a lot of users. Even crypto by itself is not friendly for a lot of users. Over this year, if we can transition our wallet product into something more friendly to people outside of crypto, I think we'll be doing very well.
So over the past year, while building the promises that we said in CatLumpurr, the fundamental question we ask ourselves is, are we building the right products for the users? And along the way, in September or in August, we found out, hey, we have all these products, but there's nothing really grounding it all together. And that's when we thought about, hey, we do need a desktop wallet. So that's the idea that we went with. We want it to be fast, we want it to be extremely elegant, and Solana only. Honestly, it grew a little bit slower than what we expected, but the people that used it all loved it, right? They all say, hey, this is extremely fast. I shall not mention the other wallets that we are comparing ourselves against, but it is certainly, I would say that with confidence, the fastest wallet on Solana. You can feel it for yourself. If you've not tried it, you should probably try it.
One very big thing I want people to know is actually about Meow's vision. Way before Jupiter existed, it was his grand vision to build this exact same thing we're building today. It wants to aggregate everything and anything in one place.
Users should use the mobile app and be like, wow, holy shit, it's like the same, which is always like, wow, that would be the ideal outcome.
The DeFi super app idea, or the on-chain finance super app idea, is fundamentally premised on the idea that trust kind of compounds over time. Your habits compound over time. So the place that you go for one thing, you want that to become the place that you go for everything.
Why would you want to make it so difficult to access assets across many different products? Why not just do it in one single place?
The Amazon example is the most obvious, right? You go to Amazon looking for books, but if they offer everything else, eventually you just go to Amazon when you want to buy something. Similarly, we want you to just use Jupiter anytime you want to do something that has an on-chain component to it. by the end of the year, with the major announcement we made around Jupiter Global, it's everything around payments. It's connecting your on-chain and off-chain financial accounts together seamlessly so you can use them anywhere, ensuring that there's more ways for you to participate in capital formation, more ways for you to discover new projects, more ways for you to use and move that money around, more ways for you to get credit, more is the idea. So I think in 2026, the super app scales into being something essential for anyone who's using finance, which, by the way, is every person on this planet.
Crypto, how it's supposed to be, is actually not the way how people use crypto today. Many years ago, when people started building crypto companies, most of the tech and infrastructure wasn't ready to support onboarding millions at scale. You had to simply build more CeFi type of businesses in a way, completely off-chain, with the limitations that we had. But I think it's really changed in the last 12 to 24 months. You're able to really build companies and protocols that are fully on-chain.
2026 is the year where on-chain finance is actually going to bleed into every person's daily life. Anyone who's doing cross-border payments is going to be using on-chain rails. Basically, everyone around the world is going to be trading equities, commodities, and new projects, participating in capital formation on-chain. You're going to see new types of products come into market that allow better yield generation for people. No matter what their local currency is, they can save in this global currency. We know that the infrastructure is there. We know that the products are ready. Now it's about putting them together in a cohesive way. So if you start as a saver, how do you learn how to trade? How do you learn how to use prediction markets? How do you learn how to use other DeFi protocols? So we want to kind of take people from wherever they're entering, you're entering as just a normal retail kind of person. How do we take it and show you all the benefits that on-chain finance has to offer? And that's really the goal for 2026.
Crypto has always been about trading and just how you make money on the spot, quick flips and all that. But we think that crypto can involve your daily lives and become impactful in the way you spend money, the way you interact with banks or TradFi.
I personally am most excited about all of the ways in which Jupiter is going to have products that you can feel really confident recommending to your cousin or your mother, your barber, whoever else it might be, knowing that the only way that graph goes is up.
We are planning to ship features that would empower users, even normies who don't understand crypto, and give them the power to use crypto and get the most out of decentralized finance.
We now have the opportunity. If we bring enough assets on chain, we have the opportunity to build this universe where n asset goes to any asset. So that is the world we want to go for.
Jupiter, we want to be really the flag bearers of this new movement. Build crypto how it's supposed to be, and let the world know that on-chain finance is the better way to do finance.